Now to make my Giga Fireball. I've been using a 15-foot radius fireball for too long. It is time I create a 30-foot fireball and become a true arsonist.
There we go. So, current mission, Blood's Honor, speak to Kotluck.
Blood's Honor!
So, I don't think I have a lot of missions left for the companions. It is mostly... what was it again? I think the next quest is kill the Hag Ravens. Kill the Hag Ravens, get the fragments back. Free Kotluck, and then that would be it already. Except I still have the quests that involve me getting those artifacts for her scene.
Fingers of the Mountain.
I guess that comes down to footwork then.
Exactly.
There's also that secret quest line in Salt's Time, but I don't know if I want to bother with that.
I'm still trying to figure out
With
why
the
Skjor
dog,
let you in the
with the
first
werewolf
place.
thing.
Yeah, because they give you a bunch of unique rings for your werewolf form, which I would probably not use, but it's kind of neat to have, you know.
Question, are you doing a completionist run of Skyrim?
Not really. I have the game 100% like achievements on Steam, so I can kind of do whatever I want. But sometimes I just do stuff for completion's sake. Like I could do the companions like whenever, but I'm doing the companions now because you're forced into being a werewolf.
This is completely understandable.
And later in the game, I do not want to be a werewolf.
He wants to eat people, but not in the werewolf way.
Yes, have a seat.
Me sitting here in full Dark Brotherhood clothing.
You did join the Dark Brotherhood to serve Sithis and the Night Mother, right? Right?
But his death was avenged long ago. You have taken more lives than honor demanded. The cycle of retaliation.
Where is that? What is the name of your character again?
In any case, I have a task for you. Have you heard the story of how we came to?
It's John Lag, isn't it?
Huh?
Lag John. The name of your character in Skyrim.
No.
What is their name?
Give me a moment. I would have to look this. I would have to look.
Aye, that sounds like him. As in all matters of faith, though, the reality is more complicated than one believer would tell you. The companions are nearly 5,000 years old. This matter of beast blood has only troubled us for a few hundred.
My
cabbages!
cabbages!
Was a good but short-sighted man. He made a bargain with the witches of Glenmoral Coven. If the companions would hunt in the name of their lord Hircine, we would be granted great power. They did not believe the change would be permanent. The witches offered
What's in
payment,
restoration?
like anyone else. But we had been deceived.
Oh,
The witches didn't lie, of course.
of course,
But it's
Fortify
more.
Speed requires 5 bottles of
The
skooma
disease, you
for
see,
this mod.
affects not just
Of course
the
it would.
bodies. It seeps into the spirit. Upon death, werewolves are claimed by Hircine for his hunting grounds. For some, this is a paradise. They want nothing more than to chase prey with their master for
That's
eternity.
not
And that is
busted
their
at
choice.
all.
But I am still a true Nord, and I wish for Sovngarde as my spirit home. That's what I've spent my twilight years trying to find out. And now I've found the answer. The witch's magic ensnared us, and only their magic can release us. They won't give it willingly, but we can extract their foul powers by force. I want you to seek them out. Go to their coven in the wilderness. Strike them down as a true warrior of the wild. And bring
Only
me their
mysticism
heads,
was a
the seat
thing.
of their abilities. From there,
Oh
we will
yes,
begin to
unlock
undo
doors.
centuries
Peace.
of impurity. Good. Now move quickly, and don't leave any of them alive.
Mark and Reek.
Talos guide you. Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde.
Oh, kill the witches. This will either go very, very smooth or horribly wrong.
This depends. How terrible Skyrim mages?
Well,
For
it's
you.
it's hack ravens, so they would just obliterate you.
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. Except I can remember it.
Hack
It's
ravens.
time you learn how to use a bow.
I will not use a bow. I will just sneak up on them and hope that Maroon's razor kills them instantly.
The copium is real.
Have some of that cheddar, some of that Gouda cheese, some of that mozzarella. What flavor of cheese do you like,
Yes! Yes!
So, where do I have to go?
What about conjuration? What kind of spells can I... Oh yeah, that's right. Conjuration kind of sucks.
This is gonna be annoying. I have to travel very far. Okay, the easiest way is to start
This is it.
from Falkreef.
This spell right here is absolutely useless.
Da-da-da.
Why use the Soul Trap spell? Why use Soul Trap when you could just, I don't know, use a bound bow
A
instead?
gal like you needs a warp, suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin.
I wonder what happened to my horse. I bought one, it disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. Did it just... Was it attacked and died? I don't know. Oh, I said Falkreef, right? Falkreef.
Good day.
Oh wait, or is it faster if I go from Whiterun? No, it's definitely faster if I go from Falkreef.
My carriage is the... Where do you want to go?
Give me
Climb
Falkreef.
and back and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called himself.
Jeez, they're
His
called.
whole...
If you get any salts, keep them around because you can use them to create the most powerful bows in the game. I mean, arrows in the game that can do elemental damage up to 100 times. Yes, cause enemies to explode in a 30-foot radius. What about the frost one?
By the way, from what I could see, Deathblight actually works in Night Rain as it should have from the beginning.
Can you please add this to Elden Ring afterwards from software?
It's a weird feeling.
Barely
So,
cut butter.
why is there so many guards? What the fuck? Also, that one is running.
Trouble?
Trouble?
I used to be an adventurer like
I used to be an adventurer.
Then I took an arrow to
My
the
cousin's
knee.
out fighting dragons, and what do I get?
Fire and I'll
Guard.
send someone over. Welcome to Dead Man's Dream. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Was this my room? Yes, indeed.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
A sad time.
What the fuck are you? What are you doing in my room?
The music.
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
So, off to the witches and kill
Wait.
them all.
Falkreath was once full of
Wait, does the
water.
Dragonborn generate so much heat while holding an incantation in the hand enough to where NPCs are like, is it getting hot or is it just me? That makes sense.
I mean, you're holding a fireball in your hand. Like, duh.
So like it's not even a charge spell. Like you just whip out your hands and you hold like, you know how when you hold an incantation in your hand and you see your hands sparkling with magic.
Wait, do I need to be a werewolf to get her scene's date request? Jim?
No, you do not.
Thank God. Wait, but what happens if I'm already a vampire lord and I do the quest? Is it, like, weird?
No, you're fine. See, what happens is that if you use the Ring of Hersing, if you do the quest, what happens is that the Ring of Hersing randomly curses you to turn into.
But it doesn't interfere with being like a vampire and such. Right?
Yes, it does not interfere with being a vampire.
Because knowing Bethesda, it would completely fuck up how how your vampire status works.
Okay, enemies explode cost way too much. I will need to kill more dragons to actually use that.
What
very
is necromancer? Ooh, what? No, it's necromancer.
These spells kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh.
Wow, those spells actually suck. Like really, they absolutely suck. Balls. Yes. I can now leap from sit.
Where did that necromancer's body go? What? Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Where the fuck is it? Was it like flung away somewhere? What happened? No, seriously, where is it? Fuck. Scammed?
Scloots.
Ah yes, very human sacrificey. Challenge me, you animals. What the fuck happened here? Burned corpse? What the fuck? What? What? What the fuck is this also? Oh, Jesus Christ, that did a lot of damage. What is this? Does this shit just randomly appear? What? Oh, interesting.
Please don't tell me I broke something, Skyrim.
You broke something in Skyrim. Tell me something new. Navigating my way through for grief to get to my destination and kill some witches.
And cheat. Hello.
Hey Jimbo, see some Gunnar content?
You did not just post something bizarre on my server, did you?
No, I didn't.
Hold on, I need confirmation.
Look at that. Tell me that's not great goon material.
What was that? Over here! Tell you what, start running, or I can snap you in the back. No one passes the door.
Ha 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 ha!
Ha 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 ha.
I will now repost it and keep it there forever in your DMs. So you may learn of your mistakes.
For what?
Get out of here.
Good. What? Hey, at least my meme is still standing in memes.
What was the meme?
Poor bastard's better off.
Elden Ring in
Someone
2022.
there.
No maidens. Elden Ring in 2020. No friends.
What?
Ooh. Okay.
Bro, that is. Question. Can you look at memes and tell me if that's not racist?
Huh.
Yeah, why are you killing bandits with your girlfriend? No, she's not my girlfriend. She's just a companion I keep around.
She's just my very hot companion. That I do not have a parasocial relationship with.
See, this is a business trip. Our job in Skyrim is to purge it of its of its bandits. The bandit population, that is. That's what I meant to say.
Ah, yes, bandits.
The bandits are certainly not the original settlers here in Skyrim, and we're just invading their territory to kill them all. No, we're just...
Oh, let's see what happens. I have a few of these witches here that need to be dealt with. There's 3 of them in total. Of course she saw me, just before I was about to attack. Okay, great. That's a pet spider right there. She's never gonna expect this.
Hey, what is the glitch on the save character menu thing? Oh my god.
Your blood is ours, companion.
Number 1. Two more, 3 more to go. I just killed her and decapitated her, and now she's T-posing on me. God fucking damn it. I have won the fight, but not the war. Fucking hell. Dude, this is kinda unsettling. This is so weird. Like, he's fucking asserting dominance. Hey Jim.
What has happened?
If you look at my stream for a moment, you see something very interesting.
T-pose.
Random T-posing corpse. Ah yes, good old Bethesda jank. Like...
Why is... Oh, of course, Skyrim, truly.
Yep.
It's fine. The game is fine. This is not a setup to a crash or anything. You're perfectly fine.
Wait, it will crash?
Skyrim is completely random.
Ah yes, every aspect of Skyrim is gambling. So we have a wandering hag raven.
You belong to her scene now.
Damn, she gave me a black soul gem. A filled one at that. Very generous. So, where to find the last hag raven? I think she's above me. There's the entrance. So I have to walk past that spider right there. Spider. That's Skiva. Oh wait, no, there's still more.
Nice, I broke my character's speed.
Damn, she's never seen moves like these.
Your blood is ours, companion.
Ooh, ah. Damn. I'm just that good at fighting grandmas. Damn, she's never seen moves like these. Hoo-ha. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Right click, right click, right click.
So,
Yay.
one more Hag Raven to go.
Ah, Lady of Scrolls.
There's
Where
a
did you go?
Skiva right there. Hello, Skiva. Look, she's got them.
Working liberty don't stop it. Bye. Talking.
Da da da.
Is ours, companion.
You know, I'm slightly pissed. A spell within the mod broke my character's movement, and I have no time.
The beasts return.
Come on.
So aside from Arcane, what other fantasy universe has a very interesting take on scientific magic, aside from the Arcane and the Elder Scrolls?
A magic system I like a lot, you mean?
Yes, or at least one you know from a universe where basically magic is this form of science in the universe. And and you see advancements using said magic. Something like Arcane or the Elder Scrolls. But that isn't the Elder Scrolls or League of Legends, I mean. You get what I mean when I say Arcane.
Good question. I will have to think about that one for a minute. There's so much stuff that I have to recall. Well, there is Warhammer, I guess. Like, Warhammer is pretty magic sciencey.
Oh yes, that's right. I almost, dang it, that lore video was so brain damaging. I remember it only in parts.
There's a new one actually, an updated version.
From Bricky?
Yes.
Oh gosh. I'm sure I won't suffer any more brain damage, right?
Oh no, you will. So now I have to walk all the way back to Whiterun. Oh, god damn it. It will be even worse when I have to go to... What was it? Dawnstar?
Yes. There's Dawnstar, Bothor, Falkreath, Markov, Solitude, Whiterun,
Smell that
Windhelm,
fresh
and
air?
Riften.
Truly, this is a good place to play a song.
This is a good place to play a song. There's a Hagraven cave right above you, you idiot.
Did someone say this is a perfect song to play a? This is a perfect place to play a song.
It's a random encounter. Here, Tion, the one I totally forgot his name.
The bard.
The bard.
The bard who sings.
Yeah.
While exploring Skyrim.
Yeah, and he is right above a Hagraven cave.
What, you think the Hagravens are gonna send a tentacle, pull them up, and then into the cave?
Oh no, wait, correction. He's below a Hagraven cave. I just wiped it out, but still, there's a precedent. Like, why would you be out here? There's nothing here. The only thing I've met out here are Hagravens, necromancers, and fucking scavengers that will kill you. And
it'd be fine. It'd be fine.
damn, Falkreath is a shithole.
So aside from Warhammer, League of Legends, and Elder Scrolls, what other universe? Actually, you wanna know? Ah, yes, there's a dragon. No, I can't let him. I can't let him. This person die.
Oh. Making my way downtown.
Walking fast, killing guards. Wait, pause. I mean, I didn't mean killing guards.
Half Moon Mill. Oh wait, wasn't that the one with the vampires? With the vampire.
Yes, the two vampires.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, are they siblings?
Good question. I think in the game there's a dot. I think Nezakar, the guy who gives you the contract for them, says, suggest they either are siblings or couples, or both.
Why don't you stay a while? We have guests as often as we can.
It's funny because you can clearly see they're vampires. They're not even like hiding it.
Question: how does the vampire disguise in Skyrim work? Can certain NPCs tell when you're a vampire, or at least make out some of the features of a vampire, but can't tell 100%, and it's only the player?
It's even
because they have. Because in Skyrim, there's other NPCs that are vampires, like that tavern lady in Morthal, who is a vampire, but you don't see it on her face, not until you use a life detection spell, and you notice she isn't alive in the traditional sense.
It's even funnier because they're really not hiding the fact that they are eating people out here. There's a table, there's a shack, wide in the open, no door. You walk in, you see human remains.
Don't worry, there were bandits. Don't worry, there's like 3 bandit encampments, 2 of which belong to are technically orc bandit holds. So what they're really doing, they're just eating bandits. Don't worry, there's enough of those in Skyrim, so no one complains. Also, funny enough, I went to do the contract to kill the vampire guy, vampire husband, brother person, but the dragon killed him for me. So what happened is that he died by a dragon, the contract was completed, and she's just there alone. You know the funny thing is, if you kill them, you basically you may or may not destroy the economy of Falkreath afterwards. Because if you kill those two supply Falkreath and initially Helgen with wood with lumber. And there's only one other lumber mill in the hold. So you so you significantly hampered the economy of Falkreath by doing that.
I'm pretty sure there was a way to only kill one of the two if you choose a certain dialogue option.
Oh, fun fact, if you do you could actually assassinate certain characters but by just getting them to aggro you, and someone like a random NPC or guard will come and kill them. There's a Khajiit that you can kill who travels with the Khajiit merchants, and you can just aggro him, and either your followers or a nearby NPCs who's friends with you will come by and kill them for you. You don't even need to dirty your hands. Oh, he randomly attacked you in broad daylight. I'm sure you did nothing to provoke him. He was just a mad lad, drawing out a sword or a dagger to kill you. It's fine. It's fine.
Let's see. Do I get it? Fishing minigame. Can't believe it.
You sent me to Oblivion, yes? Fun fact, in Rorikstead, there's a follower who was actually based and named off of a real life person in Skyrim who tragically died before Skyrim release. So the developers honored him by putting an NPC named after him in Skyrim.
Based.
This is how you know the developers were allowed to care about the game. Now that I remember him, I should actually recruit him as a follower. Oh my gosh, you exploded his face! Poor Sabercat. And I thought... I'm not a citizen. Well, technically I am a citizen, but you're telling that to someone in full ebony armor.
Ugh yeah, ebony armor.
I mean, technically speaking, you are a citizen, but... walking around, Daedric armor, bow in hand, with lightning hands. Hands that shoot literal lightning out of them. And Daedric arrows behind your back. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Walk along, citizen. Yes, I'm totally a helpless, harmless citizen of Skyrim. I'm certainly not the, the person who's the reason as to why crime rates have been increasing as of recently.
No,
I'm
sir.
definitely not the. I definitely haven't been feeding on the guards of the holds, stealing people's golden goblets and lanterns and sugar honey iced tea. I haven't been. I'm not the one committing assassinations. I'm just a citizen of Skyrim.
Apparently, Tainted
Please.
Grail is pretty good. Seems to be like really close to Skyrim.
I should consider playing it.
It's like 40-50 bucks or something. I would take a look, but if I buy it or not, that has to be seen.
Understandable. Dagon. Yes.
I will probably look at the weapons and the armor sets and make an opinion out of that.
It is always essential. I rate the quality of RPGs by how good the armors are.
And the spells, if they have magic.
Okay, but does it have spears?
I don't know, I will have to look.
Can I summon some weird eldritch horror from the void?
I don't know, I will have to look. Oh. So, making my way
downtown, walking fast.
No, just making my way.
I need a version of that song, but it's related to a Skyrim character who's a Namira, cultist.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. That's such a earful. What is this area? Oh, what's this area? Ooh. I never knew this existed. What is the purpose of this? It's really funny to me how incomplete Whiterun actually looks, because nothing here is kinda getting worked on. Like, the stone buildings and whatnot are falling apart. No one is repairing them.
There's a video that Fudge Muppet made years ago about Skyrim is a post-apocalyptic a pre-apocalyptic game.
Well, it kinda...
Like Skyrim's on the brink.
I mean, it kinda is, like, you know, the Dragon War and whatnot. I mean, that's kind of apocalyptic.
It's not just the dragons that are returning. The province is suffering from a civil war, magic, and by extension, progressive technology in Skyrim is on a decline. I mean, look at the College of Winterhold, not the brightest of mages. Every institution from the Dark Brotherhood, the Companions, even the Thieves Guild, they're all falling apart.
They finally had the nerve to attack your Vassal.
These two
We got most of it. The silver
Khajiit, who sells skooma outside of cities, that is, are just roaming the roads of Skyrim.
Where have you been?
Well, actually, they don't sell skooma. They do
The
sell
silver
moon sugar, which is used to make
finally
skooma.
found enough courage to attack your Vassal.
Oh yeah, and don't
We
forget about the
fought them
bandit
off,
population.
But the old man, Godlak, he's dead.
Skyrim is absolutely
No.
suffering.
But they made off with all our fragments.
What
of
a
Uthar.
terrible place to live
But
in.
you and I are going to reclaim them. We will bring the battle to their chief camp. There will
At
be
this
none
point,
left
Morrowind
living to
doesn't
tell their
sound
stories.
that bad.
Only We will avenge
until you
Sparta,
remember it's
and they
it's
will know
recovering
terror before the end.
200 years ago. A massive volcano eruption wiped out most life on Vardenfell and in a lot of parts of in basically northern Morrowind periodly.
I'd be dead if not for took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Oh. Now I have the revenge, yeah, purity of revenge.
Make them
Don't leave any of them alive.
Let me show you the power of Talos.
Born of the Nords, for my breath is long winter.
I need a fucking ASMR video of just Heimskr yelling.
I breathe now in royalty and reshape this lands that are mine. For you, red legions, for I love you.
So iconic.
You have come to hear the words of Talos.
Can take a moment of your time to talk about our Lord and Savior Talos.
Yes. And they say Skyrim doesn't have good writing or characters.
They're just wrong.
Is it terrible writing in Skyrim?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But that's kind of a Bethesda thing. In general, they sometimes it's just terrible sometimes.
Sometimes it's terrible, sometimes it's good. Usually in the older games, like I am not sure about Fallout 3. I do have it on Epic Games, so I should play that.
I have all of the games on Steam. I should play the older ones as well. I should do that, yes.
I think Oblivion has some of the best quest and quest lines. The Dark Brotherhood is especially good in Oblivion. Like, you don't just get contracts to kill people. You get rewarded if you kill them in very specific ways. The first contract you get from Lucian LeChance. No wait, not from Lucian LeChance, but from an Argonian in the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. What you have to do is that you have to go into Bruma and kill a wood elf, not by shanking him with a dagger or the classic sneak archery, but you actually get rewarded. You actually get a bonus if you kill him by dropping the Minotaur head on top of him, because he has a Minotaur head or hide in his house, and he sits by a chair which the Minotaur head sits underneath. If you drop that on him, it kills him, and you get a bonus.
That's cool.
And the funny part is the questline was actually written by Emil Paglaru, an infamous the most infamous Bethesda writer.
Yeah. I wish the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim would be like that, where you get bonuses for doing stuff. I mean, there's the Volkihar vampires that kinda do something like that, but in a really shitty way. Because if you side with the vampires, one miscellaneous quest you can get is you have to kill someone while disguised as a Dawn Guard.
Dawn Guard.
And from what I remember, there was an option. There was an optional thing for the quest where you kill them in front of people, so you get a bounty. So first you get a bounty, so that's already dog shit. And second,
here's something.
Like, why would you do that? Like, why in front of people?
It's. I don't think it's so that you can dampen the recruiting of the Dawn Guard. Fun fact, it doesn't in-game because it doesn't decrease the spawn rates of Dawn Guard coming at you to kill you. That only happens after you actually destroy the leaders of the Dawn Guard.
Well, that just means I would keep them alive for a long while.
Heard about what you did. Killing those
And collect the armor. I really do like that helmet.
Oh, the Dawn Guard helmet is like one of the best pieces of the entire set.
It's probably the best piece and the most iconic piece. Like,
oh god, why? Why does it have to be in the cold region? I cannot stand in that. Fuck. Oh no. No. Why?
I actually want to see the Dawn Guard or a group similar to them return in Elder Scrolls 6. Just have an organization of basically paladins dedicated to exterminating the undead and necromancers. Like like, make it not only a warrior faction, but also make it so that they have ties to other factions like a mercenary guild or the magic guild, especially a magic guild, because you're fighting if you're dedicated to fighting Daedra and the undead, then yeah, you would want to know magical spells because, well, one, magic is very useful against the undead, especially restoration and fire spells. Especially restoration, sun spells, and destruction fire magic.
You ready to go yet?
Also, healing spells to recover your injuries and potions.
I want a magic system where stuff like necromancy is absolutely broken, but it's also very much illegal. So
yes,
basic premise of a game like this would be there's great evil, and like all the kingdoms very reluctantly agree the necromancers to let them help.
Don't worry. Sure thing.
But they cannot use their like full range of magic because that is still illegal.
This would work if it's in Hammerfell. Because Hammerfell, Red Guards, well, pretty much everyone in Tamriel hates necromancy, but Red Guards they absolutely hate necromancy. They hate it so much. There's a group of warriors in Hammerfell that dedicate their lives to hunting the undead in Hammerfell, and they're still hated because the undead are so hated. They just think you get cursed being anywhere near them. Like, oh, you spend way too much time with the undead. You might give me a curse or something, bruh. Keep your swords and your clothing away from me.
Yeah, and when you level up your class or like your abilities as a necromancer, what you do is you don't gain new like from a lore perspective, you don't learn new stuff. You just get an allowance to use more of your spells. That would be like a cool concept. Like you're broken you're absolutely like you're a very powerful necromancer, but you can't use all of your power because you would get hunted down and killed.
Because there'll be factions that will dedicate themselves to hunting you down. You probably get fines or bounties.
Oh, basically, well, you would start out as a good necromancer, so you have access to like your basic necromancy spells, and they're like severely weakened, so you can revive 1 or 2 bodies at the same time for like a very limited amount of time. And as you level up your class, you get more clearance, and you can have more undead minions for longer.
Speaking of clearance, that actually would be a great, a really good faction idea. Would just one, serving the houses, like, in, or political, nobles, politicians or nobles, like in, Hammerfell. Like, not every faction needs to be based around a playstyle, like, paladins, warriors, mages, necromancers, or assassins or thieves. Like, have factions where, you're serving this political bozo, and he wants this political bozo dead or in prison. Do whatever is necessary. Or, you need to protect this caravan, because these roads are dangerous, so we need someone who can take out any hostile threats to the caravan. I really do hope Elder Scrolls 6 is good. It would deeply sadden me if it's not. Also, please bring back mysticism. It can absolutely work. I mean, mysticism is kinda there, but it would be nice if it's actually its own skill.
Yeah, that Silverhand orc thought he was Drax. He's standing absolutely still. No movement. Where's Wilkes?
So how should we make Elder Scrolls 6 vampires? I want something as good as the Vampire Lord transformation.
If I were to make vampires, I would probably do the classic thing of you start off. Wi-Fi went out for a moment.
I had the feeling that happened.
Okay. Where was I? Vampires. Okay. You know what would be cool to have?
Yes.
If you have a vampire, so give vampires glory codes, like in Vampire Lord form, when you heavy attack a like low health enemy, that you do like the blood sucking thing, and that makes them stronger.
You know what would be really cool? If you have a vampire faction in there, why not make it that there's 2 vampire strains? So like, you have an offshoot of the Volkahar vampires in Hammerfell, and they're trying to compete with the local vampires in Hammerfell. And then in the middle of that, you have the Dawn Guard trying to them, or some equivalent of the Dawn. Actually, you could just make it them the Vigilance of Stendar at that point.
Will you find me in here? Who knows? Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
You ever heard of Legacy of Kain?
Yes.
It's big. So vampires in there, they basically they don't drink blood by biting on people's necks or just feasting on people to eat all the meat. What they do is that they kill the enemies and then they use some sort of telekinesis to suck blood out of them and just drink it. Like you just have this stream of blood coming out of the person's body and it's just drunk right out of them. And they become slightly more uber.
Ah yes, let me water bend the blood off of your body.
Yes, it's basically water bending.
Thought I heard something.
Question: would vampires large? If you are an organized vampire organization, would you capture bodies first, clean them, and then feast on them? Because
What do you mean?
you know how dirty the human body can get throughout the day, especially if you're in conditions like heat or in the woods or something. I'd imagine that there's be a group of vampires that be like, okay, we do eat people, but we don't eat like savages. We actually clean and cook our food at least. That kind of vampire. Like, yes, I will eat people, but I will not eat dirty homeless people. Not unless they're cleaned. Basically a faction of vampires that like to live as royalty and don't eat and don't just slap their food on the table and start eating it like the vampires in Volkahawk Castle do, which, let's be honest, they are quite dirty. Like, damn, you people live like this? No wonder why Serana hates being in that castle.
What happened to Wilkes? He just kind of disappeared.
You know, can we get Larian Games to make a spin-off of the Elder? That would absolutely. Oh yes.
Is someone there?
An Elder Scrolls game, but it's made by Larian Studios.
I would love to see a RPG like this from Larian.
It'd also be cool to see a roguelike, basically Hades, but it's in the Elder Scrolls. You're trapped in oblivion. And instead of the Greek gods giving you boons, it's the Daedric princes. Oh, that would be so good. Imagine all the sheer amount of dialogue and characterizations of the Daedric princes.
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
Especially when you get into, you know in Hades where you have rooms with 2 boons in them. Pick one and you piss off one of the gods.
Oh yeah.
That, but the Daedric princes.
Ooh. And you know how you have chaos in Hades? So, and instead of chaos, it's like Chigalag or something, who's like hiding in oblivion after the Shivering Isles.
Yes. Or maybe it's Sithis.
Oh,
Or some unknown...
Oh yeah, Sithis. Oh, that would be cool.
Sithis isn't a Daedra, but he's actually a pretty weird entity. He's not... I'm not sure if he's a god, at least in the same way the Daedra are, because what he is that he's a primordial being that he's more sort of a concept of something in the Elder Scrolls, and not like an individual being with a sentience. Maybe. Unless Sithis is actually connected to Namira, or Namira is an aspect of Sithis. Fun fact, do you know that Lorcan, the god of man, actually... So if you think about it, the Nords and the Dark Brotherhood worship the same god, just in a very different way. Yeah, I do think Jigalag would work in the place of someone like, Chaos. And I mean, why not have, someone like the possibilities are endless.
I guess I was just hearing things. I'm going to find whoever did this.
The Elder Scrolls is one of those franchises where you can milk it for days without it becoming stale over time, because there's so much to it. There's like, oh my gosh, I need more. I need more. Honestly, what Bethesda should have had done with modding is that they should have had contract. They should just make some of the mods canonized to the Elder Scrolls.
I thought, you know what?
Creation Club mods.
I know a better Daedric prince who is in place of Chaos. Himeos Mora.
Yes, absolutely. Oh,
like instead of like that primordial like chaos realm you're in Hades, it's Apocrypha, and you're essentially making a deal with Himeos. Like he gives you a perk, but if you want the perk in its fullest to its fullest effect, you have to do a certain thing during the run.
Yes. Oh my gosh, a roguelike Hades inspired Elder Scrolls game in Oblivion would have the fanboy in me. The fanboy wants is where's the words? I don't even have the words to say how much I would want something like this. I would absolutely explode in happiness. Bethesda. If there's someone at Bethesda watching my stream, please suggest this to someone at Bethesda. Make this a thing. Do not leave it as the realm of fiction. I want it to be real.
I think I have to go back to Dawnstar and get Vilkas because he kind of got lost on the way.
Typical Skyrim AI.
I really hope he doesn't glitch again where he wants to talk to me, but he can't. Or like I can't progress anything. That would be shitty.
Someone there?
You're mine. That's all you Oh well, must have run off.
Oh, there's two of them. Whoops. Whoops.
Which Daedric Prince would do perfect? Which Daedric Prince would be perfect in place of Charon?
Hold on, give me a moment. Nocturnal.
Yep, that would actually work.
Her entire theme is that worship of her is not really worship. It's like a transaction. She gives you something, like she gives you something, and you have to do something for her. She wants you to do.
Huh?
Hey, in that case, maybe you could also do something like if you want to get a certain item, and what you need is that you need to do a very specific challenge in the thing to get it that run. And if you die during the run, well, you lose that objective forever, and you have to go in another run to get a... Actually, no, wait, that probably worked more... That would work more so for Clavicus Vial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how would you implement Clavicus Vial?
Well, Clavicus Vial is all about making deals, but it's like...
With a monkey paw effect.
It's a monkey's paw, so it's kind of like what Chaos does, but in a different way.
And much more malicious.
Oh, you can probably make it so that, here. You could probably make it so that Clavicus Vial is like the hammer upgrade in Hades. Like, you upgrade something from your character, but it has a side effect.
Oh, yes. All the Daedra could be implemented in weird ways. Maybe you could. I would also make it so that if you for Molag Bal in her scene, what they do is that they can make it so that you either can go as a vampire or as a, which will give you certain advantages and disadvantages.
But what would be the premise that No, hold on. Okay, remember when I talked about Jiggalag?
Yes.
He's the antagonist.
The antagonist.
He's the villain of the game. So basically, the only reason why the other Daedric princes were band together is because something really fucking terrifying is out there that they need to stop, even if it means working together. Which means which means for me the basic premise would be Jiggalag is back and he has a vengeance. and the other Daedric princes are like, oh fuck, he's back. Okay guys, get together. We have to put this maniac down.
Maybe you could make it so it takes... That would actually be cool, but who would be the champion? Would it be a random mortal?
You could probably
speaking of...
I mean, you could make it a random mortal. I mean, I don't think he needs a big backstory. It's basically, you could probably, like, choose a, you could probably choose your starting deity for like passive bonuses. So you would be like a worshipper of Nemira, and you get sent into oblivion to stop Jiggalag.
So it's technically a role-playing game that's also a roguelike.
Yes.
Wait, wouldn't a roguelike like by default be a role-playing game? Technically?
Yes and no. Well, yes. But also no. But yes. Because it's
yes and...
it's yes and no, because it's because one, you can choose your build, and two, but two, it's pre-made characters.
I'd also add random figures from the lore of the Elder Scrolls. There's a lot of characters in the Elder Scrolls that you can make, that you can give them an appearance in there. Heck, what? Heck, who says all the gods you interact and gain powers from are Daedric princes? Why not make some of them why not make one of the gods you can interact with someone like Men and Marco? Heck, so I think at the end of Tribunal, what happens is that or at least what happened to the Tribunal, I think their souls were captured in Azor's star. So because Jigalag is coming back in this Chaos in Oblivion, you could also have older characters, other characters like the Tribunal, Vivek, Alexia, and Silversil appear in Men and Marco. Ancient wizards like Vanis Galerian, or Shalador.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What just happened?
Okay, I found Vilkas. He just randomly appeared behind me. Oh, he fucking dickhead, eh? I just turned around and I see this dickhead staring at me.
Are you telling me you got jump scared by Vilkas?
Someone there?
Does he even say? Does he even say anything if you press E on him?
I didn't dare to try out. It was scary, man.
I'll rip your heart out, Lord. Never back down. I feel invincible.
I fear no man, but that man, he scares me.
I just let him do that. Good job, Vilkas.
I adore the Elder Scrolls universe so much. It is absolute geek fiction. When it's good, it's really good. There is so much to do with it. Okay, if there's gonna be a side game aside from the mainline town, give us a Baldur's Gate Elder Scrolls game, or something similar to Baldur's Gate, but it's in the Elder Scrolls universe, and give us a where you side with where you team up with the Daedric princes to defeat Jigalag. Okay, how would you implement Sheogorath in said roguelike?
I mean, Sheogorath and Jigalag kind of became separate after the Shivering Isles.
Well, yes. So how would you implement him, Sheogorath? That'd be really cool. How would you implement all the Daedric? Because I wouldn't just want to be how it is in like Hades, like where basically gods just swap places, where they're basically just the equivalent of the gods in Hades that give you random boons and effects, like something that integrates both gameplay and character lore together in a very seamless way.
Or you could make like a You could make a roguelike where the Grey March didn't you know, with the whole Grey March, Shilgorath is Jigalax, so you can make it like Shilgorath sends you like on a really fucking complicated journey to prepare for the Grey March. So he gives you boons and whatnot for the final fight, which is then Jigalax. So you kind of so you get sent out by Shilgorath, and at the end you have to fight Jigalax.
An Elder Scrolls Hades roguelike would be so awesome. Ugh. I want it now. I want it. Yet I cannot have it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Also, yes, please make it a blend between 2D and 3D art style like Hades. It would absolutely work in the realm of Oblivion.
I don't know what that art style is called, but I really would want to see the Daedric Princess in the style of that Hades artwork. Just imagine.
Is someone there? Thought I heard something.
It would look so good.
By Ismir, you'll pay for that.
And as for the enemies, if Jigalag is the main enemy, then several variants of the Knights of Order.
Well, you would probably start out with random Oblivion creatures that just kind of exist.
Scamps, Atronachs, Daedra, Jamora.
Yeah, and then you get progressively to the more deadly stuff until in the last area or last two areas you have to fight off Jigalag's minions.
Since this is also an Oblivion, we can also go into the Soul Cairn, or have maybe due to the chaos of the thing, certain Oblivion realms are together, so you can maybe find parts of what the Soul Cairn the Soul Cairn is leeching out in places where they're human souls.
Oh my!
Because remember,
it just gave me the best idea. In place of chaos, the ideal masters.
Oh my god. Okay, so in place of chaos, we have someone like Sithis, Hermaeus Mora, and the ideal master.
Like the ideal masters would be like the most logical thing, because their deal is kind of like, you know, they make deals, but it's a monkey's paw.
Yes.
Like when they took Dunavir, they gave him immortality, but then they made him like they trapped him in the Soul Cairn.
Oh wait a minute! I just realized something. You can make it so it's not so much of a monkey's paw effect. It's more so of a deal, but they leave out something out of it. So what happened with Durnavir? Also, hello. We're just talking about the Elder Scrolls lore and how it would be like if you made a roguelike game in it. So, Hades. So, the thing with Durnavir, the deal was that he was supposed to guard Valerica until she died. Here's the problem. She was a vampire.
To make them pay.
So, what you could do is that maybe you complete a few challenges, but you have to figure out where the ideal masters are lying and tricking, so you don't suffer the negative consequences you make, or you can at least diminish it as much as possible. So it's basically a challenge where you have to do something specific we have to find out what isn't, or something that's unsaid in the details, so you don't of dealing with them. And if you succeed, you get a massive boon. But if you fail, you get a massive weakness that could lead to your run ending. There was so much in here. Oh gosh.
This is how games are made, man. Ideas. It starts out of one idea and then it escalates.
Hey, why not also make the Daedra team up with each other? Like, when you go to the shop, you see, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal in there as vendors.
Oh yeah. Clavicus Vile as a vendor.
And you have, like, a choice between Nocturnal, she'll just give you tasks that you do during your run that if you can complete, you get a boon from her. While Clavicus Vile gives you effect that makes the run harder, but if you complete the certain task he gives you, you get a very powerful in the process. There's so much you could do with the Daedric Princes. It is utterly insane. This game, it needs to be reality. It cannot be fiction, or at least weirdly ideas. It must be reality. The characterization between the Daedric Princes, there's certain specific powers that you can get from them. There is so much. It is insane.
Ach ja. This is getting wonderfully out of hand.
I am, lag. Just to let you know, I am stuck on, I am still stuck on day 1 in Elden Ring Night Rain. I don't know how to beat it. And you guys know me, I'm known for, like, well, I like using strength builds. Ooh, I had this theory. What if somehow they put the mechanics of Night Rain into base game Elden Ring, like jumping on walls, sprinting, travel around with an eagle.
Well, they're gonna add more stuff to Elden Ring soon. So who knows how that's gonna end?
I wonder
like
what
the new
kind,
games.
how much are they gonna add? I hope they add for one, I hope they add more great katanas, light great swords, stuff like that.
Probably not
I hope
that
they-
much, but one
I
a
hope
man
they
can
buff the hell out of Radon's great swords.
Those are already
the heck.
pretty. Those are already plenty strong.
No, don't make them more powerful. You're gonna make PvP even less balanced. And we all know From Software couldn't care about PvP in Elden Ring.
You're carrying too much and unable to run. Oh no. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
I have the Wobberjack with me, so you know what? I'm going to do something funny.
Webberjack, 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 Webberjack.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how would you design the weapons? Well, one, a lot of them would definitely be Daedric artifacts.
You could probably make... That's actually,
Oh god, chickens!
That's actually a good point. You know, you could probably take on quests. Like you would probably have like a quest system. And you can do a special quest which gives you the Daedric artifact of the Daedra you got the quest from. And it's like a really powerful item, but you can only have one from all the artifacts that exist. You can only have one.
If the main character, I guess they'll just be a random hero. Oh gosh, so basically armors from the Elder Scrolls games. Maybe like how many Daedric armor? The amount of Daedric armors you could add in there. Uh-oh. A Hades roguelike Elder Scrolls game is such a good idea. If it were not for the greed of ZeniMax, you would have had this.
Zeus.
Instead, we get the Elder Scrolls Online. I have not actually played the Elder Scrolls Online. I was in the character tutorial, crafting character designs.
Ach yeah.
Yes. So. Why is it that fantasy? Why is it that you get something like The Last of Us, which gets way too much content for, but then you have something that that can have wealth of content for it, like Star Wars or the Elder Scrolls, but you don't get enough, or whenever you do, it's the kind of content you couldn't care about.
It's a mystery, truly.
Like, the Elder Scrolls, there's so much you could do. Like, there's so many games in the Elder Scrolls you can make, aside from, mainline Elder Scrolls games, like a Hades roguelike, or Baldur's Gate, or Baldur's Gate Elder Scrolls game, or Elder Scrolls CRPG, which I'll just call it. So much percentile.
The most important thing is the orcs need to be like Warcraft, like.
Oh, I would.
Oh my! Oh yes, the orcs. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. How would you implement Malakath? Because here's the. Actually, you know what? I think we could make the Ashen Forge. So here's a cool thing about orcs in Elder Scrolls. So they worship the Daedric god Malekith, who is actually an Aedra. So
Wait,
his
Malekith as in Death and Death Malekith?
no Malekith. This is entirely different Malekith. He's basically the orc god. Think of a giant orc with a big hammer. That is the god of the orcs. His name was originally Trinomac, but he got void, then tragedy, truly, for the orcs.
I have no idea what you said, but okay.
That is Elder
So-
Scrolls lore. It's
You
weird.
cut off for a second.
Damn it. So, Malekith's realm is called the Ashen Pit, and it's basically a wasteland where the air is basically ash. However, within said Ashen Pit, there's a place that certain the most strongest and well, not I wouldn't say the strongest, but orcs, if they're strong enough and navigate well enough, they can go into what is basically Malekith's stronghold, and it's basically paradise. And you can basically make that the hub world where all the Daedra have to go into to be safe. Oh damn it, he mutes himself. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, you?
Let me just complete a random quest.
I don't have time for wolves. I'm on the clock. I have to get out of this cold weather.
Just discussing the Elder Scrolls, just discussing this makes me want this game even more so, to be real. It also is kind of making me want to play Hades.
What was you saying, Jim Bob?
So
I'm back.
I was describing basically the lore of Malekith. Basically, you know what? I should actually just watch. You know what? I should share with you an Elder Scrolls lore video on Malekith. Drumora.
Ah yes, eat an Aedra, violently shitted them out. You get cheated.
What a terrible fate to suffer.
Getting literally shat on? Yeah, I imagine.
Ooh, there's... What?
If you watch my stream on Discord, you can see a lore video.
They need a nerf Ultron so badly.
Not really.
He's overpowered.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No?
He's like Iron Man, but with healing factors. And am I the only one that really wants to kick Jeff so badly?
Why
Like,
kick him? He's a dog shark.
Like, I've played a good few rounds of Ultron, and I'm telling you, he's not he's not overpowered. Not in the slightest. He's pretty good-ish, but he's nothing special. Like, if you fight against Hitscan or something like Scarlet Witch, you have a nightmare scenario to deal with.
Hits?
So, if you fight against a Scarlet Witch, she can just fly after you, and you have pretty limited mobility on cooldown, by the way. Like your accelerated flight. If you don't have that available when a Scarlet Witch is chasing you down, you just die. And the same goes for hit-scan heroes. If there's a hit-scan hero like Black Widow, you just die. Because you are so slow in the air, you kinda make for an easy target.
Well, the ones I know that are very broken in this game is Penny, which I know damn well half of them cheat. And
Penny's not
what's the other one? Punisher.
Debatable, but I can see your point. But Penny, no. Lemao.
I'm starting to get used to the Venom combos and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanna play more Ultron, he's so cool.
All three of us need to play.
Yes.
Unfortunately. I should also get myself that that bundle for your Groot.
I am Groot.
I am your Groot. Yeah, the X-Tron bundle, or X-Tron, such a cool skin.
Oh my gosh, the Gamba is working on him.
It's not gambling.
No, it's not Gamba.
It's not gambling, it's you just buy the skin, that's it.
It's actually quite ethical, I'm not gonna lie.
They're still using premium currency, so there's room for improvement.
But compared to a lot of things, especially a certain game recently that went offline, Multiverse?
Oh, Multiverses.
I downloaded that game a few years back, but never played it.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I regret not playing it, or did I miss out before the mid came, before the dark times.
I think you didn't much. I think you didn't miss much about that game.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and
It is really hard to get headshots.
Nice weather for a ride.
Oh, makes sense.
What in what Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, as Venom.
Oh, most of the time you don't go for headshots. You just kind of spam. You just kind of exist and hope people attack you. You know, you're just being annoying. You jump in front of people. You just spam your tentacle shot until you get their attention.
Question: Does Venom absorb health from enemies?
No.
Then okay, so in those instances where I was holding out for a long time, that was just people healing me.
I mean, it is a new team up with the Jeff that kind of does
The
it,
others
but
have probably prepared Kodlak's funeral by now. Come up to the sky.
Oh, would you look at that? Jeff and Venom can now be buddies. You know what that means, soldier.
Yeah, I can kick Jeff.
Attend Kodlak's funeral. Okay, you know what? I will, but not now. I will sit in
But
my...
it's Cod.
No.
For Kodlak.
I will do it next stream because fuck off. So.
Yeah, it's just that time.
It is that time.
He's going. The time that always comes.
Indeed.
Sleep.